What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to show you all the best loops on the map Badham Preschool. As always, if you like the content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I go live on Twitch Monday through Saturday, 5 to 9 Central Time PM. We would love to have you in the chat. I can answer all your questions there and teach you anything you want to know about killer and survivor gameplay in this amazing game. And with that, let's get started with the video. The first loop I want to show you all is in front of the main building with this amazing window right here. The way you can ideally loop this is you can either enter from this side right here, or you can even enter from the other side of the building too. It really doesn't matter either way. If this door is ever opened, the killer basically creates like an infinite loop for you. You just chain it back to the window and then we just path all the way around the building. Obviously, while you're inside the building, make sure you look behind you periodically to make sure the killer's still committing. Now we're gonna hug back around the wall right here. And as you can see, it all just chains back to this amazing window right here for excellent looping value. Here's the custom chase example. We're in chase with the plague right now. This is the way that we're entering the loop, so we're gonna keep it going this way. I did see a little bit of the red stain right there behind me. Good check spot right here. Make sure the killer's committing and not mind gaming and double backing. Look for the red stain, and we see it again. Now we get the fast vault. Now in this situation, I would just have to decide if I have the distance to make it all the way around, and I believe I do. So we'll just keep it going right here. The good thing about this loop too is that it's very easy to break line of sight and lose chase completely. Check spot right here. Make sure the killer is committing, and they are. And as you can see on my screen, we lost chase, so the window won't even block up still for a little bit. The next loop I want to show you all involves this house right here, and this house is such a pain in the butt for killers. There's so many different ways you can loop this, but when it comes to the downstairs, you want to use all 3 window vault locations. As you can see, I got a side window, a back window, and a front one. So basically, you just work it the way that makes it to where you can continuously fast vault, or if you have distance right here on the side of a wall, you can medium vault as well. Just imagine the killer's chasing behind me at all times and keeping the chase going. Say in this direction they want to push me opposite way, and now I just chain it to the front window right here. And then you also have this back window up here to work off of too. Make sure the killer's not double backing right here. Vault this. And this is just pretty much how it works. You just want to chain all the windows together. The front window right there is definitely the most unsafe window, because once you vault this, it's super easy for the killer to double back and get you. So as long as you just avoid that one right there, you're golden to work all these other amazing windows. We're in chase with the plague right here. I want to go ahead and start on the back window. Let's see where she wants to go after I vault. Looks like she's going to commit and vault through as well. So let's go ahead and set up for a medium vault, and we'll chain this to the back window. Waiting and waiting and waiting, looking for the red stain. Looks like the killer might be breaking the wall. We're going to go ahead and commit to the fast vault now, and we are able to make it. In this situation, I would medium vault inside. She's going to go around and respect it, but we're still able to get the fast vault right here. And we just keep the loop going as long as possible. Now we'll go over here to this house on the map. It has the basement with the really strong pallet downstairs. And we have 2 windows. For our setup in particular, we have a window spawn here and one right there. I will say sometimes a window can spawn over here on the side, but I'll just show you how to loop it how we have it. It really just depends on the way you're going to enter in this building right here, but you're always going to vault the windows first. Say I'm going to start with this side. I would just kind of read and react to what the killer's going to do. They would either vault behind me or go around. So in that situation, I would go inside like this. The good thing about this main building right here is you can chain to all the resources. So let's go downstairs. Now we're going to work off of this pallet. We can greed it, we can drop it for distance, or we can mind game it and try to force some killer hesitation. Go back upstairs and look at that, right into a fast vault too. Now say the killer's chasing that way. We'll path inside the building like this. The garage door right there is not open, so we have to go around and respect that. We have a little bit of a check spot and a decision point right here. I could chain it back into that window or play the strong pallet down there. In this situation, I'd probably just cut inside like that and keep it going. Once you end up having to drop this pallet downstairs, the loop's a little bit less safe, but it's still really good too, because you still have these amazing windows that it's kind of just a lose-lose situation for the killer. Like when I vault that one right there, the killer doesn't have really many options. The only way they could mind game me is if they went like inside right here. But we're patient here and we do our check spots, so we would see that coming from a mile away. Starting the chase right here with the plague. Let's go ahead and go downstairs first. I want to work off of the pallet. My goal right here with this distance I have is to greet it. Look for the red stain. There it is. Chain it to the window. Good check spot right there. Looks like the killer's going to vault behind us. So now we're going to get to that decision point we talked about earlier. Looks like the killer is breaking the door right there. Let's go inside. Check spot, check spot. Let's go ahead and go for the fast vault right here. Killer's committing behind and vaulting. For this situation right here, I know the killer is gaining some bloodlust, so I'm definitely going to work off of the pallet. I don't know if we have time to greet it. I think in this situation, I would just go ahead and drop it for distance, because I know after the killer breaks it, I could just chain to this window And now I could just chain it to like this pallet right here, which is pretty good and pretty safe to play off of. And I could even make it to where I could work myself back into the main building like this. And we could just play a window inside now. For the next part of the video, I want to show you how to work this pallet right here along the fence. A lot of people, for some reason, only want to work the bush in the tree and just play it, which makes it a much more unsafe pallet. But if your pathing looks like this, the killer can't really mind game you around this fence because you can see through it. If they double back, you just swing back this way, keep looking for the red stain at all times. And now we've managed to turn this into a great pallet. And say, even when you drop it right there, if the killer goes around and respects it, and I see it's pre-drop still, in this situation, I've turned it into such a strong pallet because I get the quick shortcut and the killer will just eventually have to break it. In chase with the plague right here, keeping our camera locked behind us as much as possible. In this situation, I'm gonna go ahead and pre-drop the pallet. This can be a strong tactic because you can kind of bait the killer into respecting it like the plague just did right there. They kind of assume it's just such a weak pallet, they don't have to break it. But look what they've managed to set up for me now. Now on the second go around, or they just break right there, I have so much time. I can chain this to the shack over here. I can look for a filler pallet like that one. I can go back to the main building on that side. And there's really just so many options I could do with this looping. Okay, the next loop I'm going to show you all involves the downstairs basement area. This is a really strong pallet. It can either spawn right here in the corner past the locker, or it can also spawn over here. So whatever way it spawns, that's what you're going to work with. Just make sure the killer is obviously committing behind you. Be careful. It's easy to lose chase, which is a good thing for you in this downstairs portion, but it's also super easy for the killer to double back because there's a wall they can play off of. But basically what it's going to look like is you just greed the pallet as much as possible, or drop it for distance if you have to. And then you volt this right here. Keep the killer coming behind you this way. Now I can chain it to upstairs. I can work off of this pallet. If I have a lot of distance, I can drop down the hole and go back downstairs. And I can chain it to the upstairs window too, which we already know how strong this is as well. We're in chase with the plague right here. I'm going to choose to go ahead and greed that pallet. There is a drop-off point down here, right here at that hole. So you want to make sure the killer doesn't mind gaming at that, but it looks like this killer is not. In this situation right here, I'm going to definitely greed that pallet for at least one lap around. Now right here, I have to make a decision. Do I either want to go back to the window or work the pallet? In this situation though, I would just go window. Killer's going to go around and respect it. They're definitely gaining bloodlust. So we are looking to drop this pallet right here and stop the killer. As they break that pallet in this situation, I would chain up to this window. Make sure they're committing around, and they are. I can see the red stain. I'm going to gain bloodlust here soon. Check spot right here inside the building. There they are going behind me right there. We do have plenty of space and distance to make it back around to the window. But after this, I definitely want to start thinking about what I'm going to do next. I would probably, in this situation, work off of this pallet right here in the parking lot. Working this pallet right here can be pretty tricky, but I think we can do it. So we'll just go ahead and see match killer pathing right here. Keep them on the apex of the loop. Looks like they're committing, so I'm going to drop for distance. And now in this situation, I could just tie it all back together downstairs into this amazing pallet. Drop that. Killer has to break it. And now I can go upstairs and we could just keep the loop going for a very long time. As you can see, this map is very, very great for looping. As always, YouTube, thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I go live on Twitch Monday through Saturday, 5 to 9 Central Time. We would love to have you in the chat. I teach killer and survivor gameplay, so I can tell you anything you want to know about this amazing game. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you on the next one.